$50 million tax evasion? Jagdeo demands answers from Nazar Mohammed. Here is more from the Vice President.
Mr. Nazar Mohammed making a number of statements, or a statement recently that seeks to create the impression that he is either a victim of PPP excesses or to justify the course of action that they have taken. So, first of all, I'm going to go through this based on issues that were raised by Mr. Mohammed in his statement, one issue at a time. So the first said that myself, Nazar Mohammed, and my son, Azruddin Mohammed, along with our two companies, have been sanctioned by OFAC. OFAC is an arm, the financial arm of the American government. And I've been very silent on this. And then he goes on to say that this has affected his company. Now, clearly, this is a major issue. To be sanctioned by the United States government, it has to be a major issue. Mr. Mohammed did not say a single word about the sanctions, whether he believes that they were justified or not, and the veracity of the claim made by the United States government. The United States government said that Mr. Mohammed and their team Mohammed and Azruddin Mohammed and their companies exported 10,000 kilograms, smuggled 10,000 kilograms of gold out of Guyana and evaded over 50 million US in taxes. That was just one of the accusations. Let's forget all of the other accusations against the Mohammed, which resulted in the sanctions. So, Mr. Nazar Mohammed never said a word about that. When the United States ambassador was asked in Guyana by the media about this sanction, she said that the sanction was a result of several years of in-depth investigations into the Mohammeds, and it was supported by a mountain of evidence. You go back and read the newspapers. Supported by a mountain of evidence, and it was, for several years, a multi-year investigation. So first of all, Mr. Mohammed doesn't say anything about that, about the allegations of the US government. Instead, somewhere in his letter, in his statement, he talks about, this is what he said: there is this Guyanese businessman who's been buying gold from Venezuelan men dressed in military uniform. 99.9% of the gold exported returned the money to a Citibank, billions of US dollars within a 4-year span, almost put the country's financial system in crisis, and nothing has been done about that. So, instead of answering why he was sanctioned and the US government allegation, not allegation, they said that they have evidence to support it, the claim that he evaded 50 million US dollars of taxes and smuggled all this gold. 50 million US dollars of taxes evaded, it's $11 billion, nearly, over $10 billion, nearly $11 billion of taxes. Not a single word about that. Instead, he pivots to another businessman. He claims buying gold from Venezuelans now and exporting the gold, and nothing was done about it. If he knows this, he should share it with the US government and make it public. We would be very interested in finding out who this businessman is. He shouldn't go public with this record. There's nothing to hide here. If he has all of the details about how much gold was bought and who bought they bought the gold from, particularly Venezuelans now, because that could open us up to sanctions, because Venezuela is a sanctioned country. Then he should disclose this now and send it to the US government, or give it to the authorities, or don't give it if he thinks there's a conspiracy. Put it in the public domain. Call Kaichor News and give them. So that was the first issue. So we still have this question with the sanction. He was sanctioned for a particular reason. He never said a word about the sanction. Just the US sanctioned me, fine. Then he speaks about the consequences of the sanction. So I think he took umbrage to us saying that a number of people had lost their visas because of connection with Nazar Mohammed, or companies associated with Nazar Mohammed, because they're all sanctioned, including Team Mohammed is a sanctioned US entity, US sanctioned